Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Kevin's Crypto Talk. I am Kevin. Let's talk some crypto. Alright guys, I had to take a few days off there. I had back-to-back funerals. My grandmother's funeral, my wife's grandmother's funeral. Not a good day for grandmothers, unfortunately. But what a weekend we had, huh? Sunday, we went out to the desert. Just kind of get away, clear my head a little bit. When I lost cell phone reception, we were at $275 billion market cap, and it looked like by the time I got back to my phone, we were going to be at that 250 range. We were bombing, and 5 hours later when I got back to my phone, bam, we were up like 20% from the bottom. So what a great little bounce down. You can see where every coin was down here, and it's all bounced back. Shows you how far down we were, because most of these coins, I mean, are still down. I think on the 7 day. I mean, Ethereum's still down almost 20%. You know, and XEM there is down 35, 14. So I mean, on the week it's still red. You know, which I find funny, because you got all these people on Twitter, celebrating and partying and acting like, their guys made all the money this week. And it's like, I don't know where you guys bought in at, but unless you bought between, 4 a.m. on the West Coast to 10:30 a.m. on the West Coast on Sunday, you're down. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you came in this week, you got some of your money back. And listen, I'm happy as anybody. Because we got a lot of that money back into it, and so we're on the right path, and when we might not hit 250 like I was fearing, at least not right away. Let's look at the market here, the overall market cap. But yeah, I just found it funny. Like, everyone I follow on Twitter was like partying and celebrating because it was up 20%, and they're acting like their portfolio was up 20%. I was like, there's no way your guys' portfolio is up 20%. You were buying NEO at $140 and $130 and $100, and it's still way down there. Instead of Nebula, they're buying at $20, $25, and it's down to like $8 or $9 still. Like, get out of here. But anyways, when the market was last dipped down to that 270, 280 range right in here, I mean, it got all the way back up to $500 billion. So could we see that similar kind of rise, or are we out of the woods now, and are we going to just continue a nice healthy growth, time will tell. I think we might be out of the woods. I'm not so sure that we're going to get back down to this 200 billion as I was last week. We might still drop, but it seems like we're kind of hitting a bottom here at that 275. It almost refuses to drop lower than that. I guess if we drop below that 275 price, then we might start visiting it, but it kind of seems to bounce off that a few times. So I think we're in a clear, at least for now. I think it's time to start making some money. I did a little bit of swing trading with AirSwap today. It was up a bunch, so I sold, and then it went right back down and picked up like an extra 5%, 6% of my worth of coins on there. So it was a nice little pickup. Speaking of AirSwap, we are doing a giveaway once we hit 100 subs here on YouTube and on Twitter. Always follow me on Twitter, because I was tweeting every day. Even though I wasn't on YouTube, I was still tweeting. So once we hit 100 subs on both, we're going to give away 500 AirSwap tokens. And by the time that giveaway goes away, AirSwap might be a 50-cent coin. There might be a $250 giveaway. It might be a $1 coin by then. It probably won't be a $1 coin, but it could be, So when last time this thing peaked after, let's see, February 17th. Let's see where AirSwap was on February 15th. The last time the market toppled out was right around here. It was about a 60-cent coin. So even we got back to 60-cent coin, that's almost a $300 giveaway. So not bad. go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment what you guys are holding on to here. Obviously, I'm big into AirSwap here. It was at I think I sold it at 38.88 Satoshis here and bought it back at 36.50, I believe it was. So picked up a good little chunk of change. It's actually down a little bit more from that, which is fine. We've gained so much in the last couple of days, and I'm not worried about this project at all. But another one I wanted to talk about today mostly, and I was going to do a dedicated video on this, but just not the time, so I'm just going to kind of run through it now. A coin that we need to get onto and hold for a little bit here, and maybe not even that long, is Tron. Tron's kind of dipping back down a little bit. It's back, is it really down, back down to 3 cents? Ugh. This thing got almost to 4 cents today. No, it didn't. Where was it? What was I looking at? I don't know. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one here. Tron. Yeah, there it is. That looks better. Okay. So this is up quite a bit, like everything else. Last 7 days. Again, it's up on the 7 days. One of the few that are up on the 7-day, but it bottomed out around, 2 cents, 2.3 cents, whatever, and it's been climbing. If you guys aren't aware of what's going on with Tron, Tron is, well, one, if you've been following Tron, most people know about Tron. Tron was one of the big coins that pumped way up when everything else did, and it's had some FUD. Some of the FUD is worthy, it's a fair FUD. Like, Justin Sun does love to promote promotions. Like, he does love to promote, or give announcements of announcements, I guess. And he promotes announcements. And it kind of starts rubbing people the wrong way when every big announcement coming out is the fact that there's just another announcement. It's kind of nonsense, to be honest. And it kind of starts rubbing people the wrong way. So when they do have some big announcements, it doesn't have any pop to it. It doesn't move the needle, so to speak. And then the other thing that was fair is that they don't have a working product. They just have a great CEO in Justin Sun. They have a great development team. They have great investors. And Justin Sun has a great vision for what he wants Tron to be, but they don't have anything. So that was going to keep the price, down. So when you look at all year to date, when this thing just skyrocketed here, this was nonsense. This was never going to be a 20 cent, 25 cent coin right now. It just wasn't. And it went around from 3 or 4 cents on up, and now we've been huddling around, really from 2-3 cents for 2 months now. We've been in the same price range. So this is the proper point. But that big bit of FUD is kind of about to be put to bed here. Because you can see in 10 days, 5 hours, 17 minutes, and 31 seconds, they are going to launch their test net, the test net of their product, their what do I call it? Their Equinox, I think is what they call it. I should have wrote this stuff down somewhere, and I know I did. And they're basically going to be moving their token off of the ERC20, off of the Ethereum network, and moving it onto their own network called Exodus. There's my notes. And what this is going to do, what Exodus is going to do, is it's going to allow Tron to really move up and take and become one of the biggest players in the crypto game. What they're going to do is it's going to be cheap to use Tron. Basically, every transaction is going to cost 0.0001 Tron per transaction on the Exodus network. And at its current price, that is about 1 cent for every 200,000 transactions, which would make it by far one of the cheapest cryptos out there. Scalability, people are going to be able to use this coin for a lot of different things because it's on their own network. You can use the Tron tokens for multiple things. You can build multiple products on, you have your own currencies on the Exodus network. It's almost a foregone conclusion, if it's not official yet, that OCN Odyssey coin, which is one of my heaviest bags I carry, will be on the Exodus network once it goes live. And so, and it's going to be fast. It's something like 1,000 transactions a second or something. So it's going to be a fast, cheap coin to use, and the scalability is going to be unlike any other coin out there. Let's see. So that is coming out on the 31st of this month. That's their test net. I think the full working product is supposed to be out to the end of May. So it gives them about 2 months to test this thing out with the masses and really work out the bugs before they open it up to a full-on network. So we're finally getting what we need out of Tron, and that is some positive news, a product, something that we can hold and see and study, and that is actually something, you know. And Tron is already one of the, both in dollar wise and in just pure volume wise, just coins traded on a daily, and I think on a per coin basis they're like #1, and in a dollar basis they're like number 13 or something like that. So, you know, any bit of good news on this, and this coin's going to take off, and we've already seen that. You know, we got 10 days to go. As we get closer, I think this price continues to go. We're at 4 cents now. I don't think we're anywhere near the top of this. We are definitely going to probably see a 6-cent coin. We may even get touched at 10 cent. Depends on how much FOMO gets behind this, and how much FOMO, you know, just how much craziness gets behind this, and we could get a lot. You know, this is one of the heaviest owned coins and the heaviest traded coins and the most talked about coins, and I think, you know, with this testnet coming out and what they're planning, and, you know, the cheapness of the token, how fast it is, the scalability, the fact that people can build on this network, so it works a lot like a Neo and an Ethereum, so people can build their tokens on their blockchain, is really going to do a lot of good. And, you know, Justin Sun's a very bright man. He is tutored by an extremely bright man in Jack Ma, who, if you don't know who that is, he founded and runs Alibaba, which is like the biggest e-retailer in China. And, you know, who knows what kind of partner. I mean, you've seen the partnerships that Justin has already put together with no working product. I mean, he's already got working product, business deals with BoFed or something. I probably butchering that. They're basically like the YouTube or Netflix of China, with a big space agency there in China. You know, with a working product and something. And if Alibaba ever got into, you know, crypto, you know, would they probably build it on, you know, their crypto on this network? Possibly. And if that's the case, this coin could go through the roof, you know. So I think it's very likely we can see, you know, a 6 to 10 cent coin by the 31st. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. And I did put out on Twitter to, you know, we bought it back, I forget what it was at. It was like right around 33 cents, I'm sorry, when we bought it, I believe. And had some good gains on it so far. And yeah, this is one of my holds, and I'm going to hold it till the 1st of April. We'll see how it goes there. You know, honestly, if it skyrockets, just absolute moonshots, you know, when we get one of these little, you know, straight up kind of things, I'll probably sell off, you know, because a lot of people are going to start taking profits. I still think people are going to take profits once we get to like 6 cents. A lot of people have been owning this at 3 cents. So when this thing gets to 6 cents, you'll probably see some buy off, you know, some sell off. But I think the FOMO and the news and this testnet coming out will keep it going up. I think once we get to 10 cents, I think you're definitely going to see some selling off, because there's been people that have been holding bags going all the way back to, you know, middle of January that can actually start getting some of their money back. Which, if you've been holding it that damn long, Why you would sell it now when they're finally about to take off is beyond me, but you're going to see idiots doing that. So, you know, if you've been holding since this time, since it was at 10 cents, since it was at 8, 9 cents, and, you know, and you're just waiting for it to hit that target again to sell off, goodbye. You can get the hell out of the market then, for all I care. Because if I'm holding something for, you know, 3 months, I'm not going to sell it at a zero profit, you know, especially when they finally going to start making money and they're going to start, you know, having a product that can actually drive this to that 40, 50, 80 cent range that everybody was predicting for this coin. I know they have a slow burn going off, so some of their coins will get burnt off, so the supply of coins will go down a little bit. So a lot of positives to hold on to this coin for not only short term but long term. I mean, you can hold this for certainly, I think, by, you know, beginning of or the end of May, beginning of June. This coin's going to be a big player, you know, especially if everything goes well with their test net. So Tron is definitely a big buy for me. I own a lot of it right now. Let's see, how is Substratum doing today? Basically, if you guys have been following it all, we're on 3 big coins: AirSwap, Substratum, and now Tron. And yeah, look at that, Substratum. Just love this coin. 46 cents again. You know, this was down there almost to 20, or just almost to 30 cents. It did hit 30 cents. I was hoping it would go a little lower. It didn't. I honestly thought once I got back from my walk, or my journey out into the desert, on Sunday, I was going to come back to the car and be able to buy, you know, a 15 to 19 cent AirSwap and a 25 cent Substratum, and man, my world came crashing down when I got back to the car and saw how quickly that we bounced off that bottom there. So, which makes me think we're going to see some good climbing. But again, you know, just if you didn't buy in this little bottom range, and, you know, don't think, oh, I missed it. Neo is still 76 bucks. Like, if a week ago, if you would have said, hey, you can buy Neo for 76 bucks, or 2 weeks ago, if you said you could buy Neo for 76 bucks, you know, you'd been jumping all over it, you know. Ethereum still under $600. There's still tons of good buy. There's still tons of good growth potential, especially in Ethereum. I don't know why this is so sluggish to make its comeback here, but, you know, you can still get a quick 20% gain out of that if it gets back to that 7-day mark. It wouldn't surprise me at all if tomorrow, you know, if Ethereum is up 25% tomorrow, you know. Of course, this is crypto market. It wouldn't surprise me if it was down 25% either. So yeah, I mean, you see there, like I said, a lot of coins are still in the red for the week. Nebulio still down 15%. It's still under 10 bucks. What a deal that is. Substratum still down 17% on the week. I think AirSwap is up on the week now. At least they were. Yeah, the AirSwap's up 16. That's such a great project. That's why we're in it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think we hit the bottom? Do you think that was just kind of a false bottom? Do you think we're going to go back up to like we did before, from 280 to the $500 to $600 billion market cap? Or, you know, I mean, what do you guys think? I'm interested to hear what your guys' opinions on this. Are you guys buying anything now? Or are you guys going to keep waiting? Go ahead, again, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Twitter, get in on that drawing. We're going to be giving away 500 of those AirSwap tokens. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.